If I could save time in a bottle, first thing that I'd like to do is save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. If I could make days last forever, words can make wishes come true, I'd save every day like a treasure, and then again I would spend them with you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know you're the one I want to go through time with. If I had a box just for wishes, dreams that had never come true, the box would be empty except for the memory of how they were answered by you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know you're the one I want to go through time with. Well, okay, this is an interesting guitar part because on the original recording with Jim Croce, there's a couple of guitars playing, and it's really difficult to figure out what each guitar is playing. And so in order to get the best result of this, you have to do sort of a hybrid, picking out the parts of the original song that sound familiar, and then, just stick with whatever that is. So in this case, this introduction is basically just these two strings right here, and they're just going to the index finger is just going to walk down like that. What's interesting about this is it bars the entire 10th fret, because you need to be able to get that bass note into the mix. So while you're hitting that bass note, your top two strings can be picked with your right hand. So really that second part is just these two notes right here, but because you're barring it to get that. So here we go. So that last one right there, I try to keep my fingers in position on the chord that's being played so that they sort of ring out instead of muting them. So see how that sort of rings in there. That's somewhat of a stretch, but I use my pinky to do most of this part on the second string. So what's nice about this part is you don't have to change your finger positioning very much. Once you get this past this first chord, and I'm playing a D string, and we're just pedal toning that D string. And once you get the chord shape here, you don't have to change your fingering. It's just these two, the same fingering the whole way up. So now we're into the first verse, and it's D minor. And what's important here is that there is a walk down on the D string, which then goes to the A string, like that. And you have to be able to move your fingers around in order to get that. It's a little difficult. So I'm using my pinky finger and trying to maintain that D shape at the same time. I could save time in a bottle. So here you can remove the pinky finger and just use your middle finger. I'd like to do. So here it is again. If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that then we get that G in there, I'd like to do. So this is one of those compromises that you make where the original part, of course, is... And this is the same thing, just an octave lower. I find that it's a little more interesting, and it seems to support the bass line better if you play it here as opposed to here when you're in the verses. Up to you. You can do it either way. If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do. And you notice my fingering here. I like to use my pinky for things that are something of a stretch, but you can finger that a couple of different ways. So the verse has an A part and a B part. That was the A part. And the second part goes like this. So let me put that together. If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do, here's the B part, is save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. Here's a little tricky pull-off. So it's an A chord, and I'm just using my pinky, and then I take my index finger off the A chord. Save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. Up there seems, now we're at D major. Never seems to be enough time to do the things. There's a B minor you want to do. You lift the index finger off. You want to do to find around enough to know you're the one I want to go through time with. Now we're back up here to the 10th frets. There's that little wiggle. You're just moving it up one fret and then back again. And that's about it until you get to the end of the chorus. Been around enough to know you're the one I want to go through time with. Little walk up there.